Swing, even though it might not really feel like it right now. Many towns in the Tri-States are having some form of festival, and Winchester, Illinois is no different. The small town of about 1,400 held their first harvest festival in the town square today. The Civic Board of 8 members each manned the different activity stations like pumpkin painting and cornhole. Organizers say the community was the motivation to have the festival.
It's important to keep your community alive, and many of us have been born and raised here, and we want to keep Winchester thriving and encourage people to move here and raise their families here.
The Winchester Civic Board hosts numerous events throughout the year and will hold their Christmas celebration in the first week of December. Well, it was the